What is up, everyone? Today I'm going to be going through the trade recap that I took today. Made $429 on my Express account. You feel me? First big win on my actual Express account. Feels pretty good and stuff like that. But let's get straight into it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to make this a super long video. I have stuff to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a rundown of my thought process. As you guys know, if you guys are in the trading space, you know that we were on a freaking bull run today. I'm telling you, we went crazy, bro. Like, look at this leg. Like, this is something I have not seen in a very, very, very long time deliver in the markets like this. Like, there's not really much to say besides other than just look at this. And this is on the hour time frame. So if you are in the trading space, you definitely know the kind of day we had today was amazing. You could have literally longed any part of any of this and made money today. But the only thing that's important is if you stuck to your rules, stuck to your plan, did what you're supposed to do, stay disciplined, executed, and everything's in that nature. But let's hop into this trade recap. I'm gonna hit y'all. I don't know why I said that, but let's hop into this trade recap. So going into market open, the first thing I noticed is this opening gap that we had right here. This high time frame opening gap. This was my main focus right here. Right, I wanted to be short. Is my mom screaming right now? Like, are we serious? But I wanted to be short. Right, going in, we had like as soon as market open, right, which is here. Let me mark it off for you guys right now. Going into market open, I wanted to be bearish. Like at first I was bearish only because we did have a 1 hour SMT that was forming. I believe by taking out these highs right here, it was one of these highs. NQ took it out and ES didn't. Sorry if I keep looking over here. This is where I'm recording at, so let me focus up over here. But NQ took out some highs that ES didn't, so we were creating an SMT. So I wanted to be short. But then that SMT got invalidated. It didn't end up holding. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, we're just definitely reacting off of this gap. Not only did we react off this gap, but we did just like we continue to see bullish order flow. Taking this out, like right here, I have this 1 hour imbalance, the sell side imbalance marked out. I'm like, okay, this could be a potential TP for me to long, and then have TPs there. But it's like my setup didn't form within there. So I'm like, okay, I could be short if we see reactions out of that inefficiency. We did not see reactions out of this inefficiency. We completely ran through it. With that being said, I'm like, okay, I'm bullish. We're gonna want to come up here and target these highs right here, these high time frame highs, right? So that was my draw. Everybody's draw on Green Earth. If you're a trader, you know that's your draw. So I actually took 2 trades today, right? I took 3 trades today. The first one was a loss. I can't really remember. I think it was like just like a small loss within here off market open. It was just, I don't know what it was. I forget. And then that was when I had my bearish bias, I'm pretty sure. So I took it off that SMT that did not hold. So then I'm like, okay, let me be patient. It wasn't a big loss. It was good risk management. It was like a $50 loss. So I'm like, okay, let me really lock in here, see what I can find within the markets. We had this crazy consolidation that was terrible. Like, I'm just like, I hope today is not just a constant up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, as we can see right here. So going into the 32nd, there wasn't really too much high time frame wise other than just having that gap that we were tapped into and then just respecting these imbalances. Like, I realized that like we're tapping into this and just respecting the crap out of these imbalances, as well as just like knowing that market's most likely gonna either run through that 1 hour imbalance and seek those highs or react off those imbalance. But whether or not we reacted or drew to it, I still wanted to be bullish on the day. So I come, right, respecting this, right? Then we create another one, respect this, change the state of delivery. That was literally my entry. It's as simple as that. I didn't have one thing that I could say I did better right off the bat. What I realized here is I did not mark out my internal manipulation, which was not an SMT, but it was an internal sweep, which is right here. Internal sell side sweep. Right, we came down, we swept these internal lows here, and then we continued higher. Scale down. All right. Internal manipulation while being in an inefficiency. I said this in my videos previously. The model that I trade, Justin Werlein's forever model, the model that I trade, I'm looking for manipulation inside of an inefficiency. Manipulation is most likely to happen while we're inside of an inefficiency. So as you can see, we're inside this inefficiency. We come down, we take out these lows. That's my internal manipulation. We didn't get an SMT. Most of the time, I'd want an SMT with this as well in order for it to be A+. So literally an SMT, internal sweep, change in state of delivery. I would have took my entry off here. But I wanted a little bit more conviction since we were inside of this, just this consolidation. So I waited for us to use another imbalance. And then I used this change in state of delivery as my entry. And then I actually waited a little bit longer, and then like I just wanted to see this candle get engulfed, and then I was in. Right, I was really in as bread and butter. We come up here, right, and then I wanted to add because I was only in like 2 contracts. We tap into this 15-second imbalance or 30-second, whatever it was, and then I added 2 more, and then we came up to these highs. That was the profit that I had lost. I was up around like 100 or something like that. I'm like, okay, that's decent. I could still, you feel me, see what the market's giving me. It was pretty clean price action. I'm like, okay, let me just see. So I target the fair value gap, and then I realized, okay, I could be short now. I could be short to, you feel me, these hourly lows and this hourly imbalance right here. No, we've completely ran through that inefficiency completely. Like as you can see here, this is the inefficiency right here. This is literally the fair value gap right here. We just completely ran through it. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I don't want to get an early entry because what if you just ride past it a little bit and then still use it on the higher time frames? So I'm like, okay, at this point, I'm just gonna wait for a retrace and then continuation confluences and bullish order flow. That's all I was looking for. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna just hit buy. A lot of people probably FOMO'd hit buy. No, I was waiting for a retrace, which is literally in this 5-minute fair value gap. This was the only retrace that I needed was inside this 5-minute fair value gap. I wasn't just gonna enter off us tapping in. I wanted to see bullish order flow out of this, which we, as you can see, we respected it. And then now, right, I'm scaling down. At that point, I wait for an inversion of this 1-minute fair value gap. We created a fair value gap. I wanted us to pull into this fair value gap that we created. We didn't. But we just ended up changing state. That's what I needed. So it was a little sloppy, this entry right here. But I knew we'd come up and target these highs. So we got to change this CISD. And then on lower time frames, we tap into this 15-second imbalance. That's where I add. We come up here, another 15-second imbalance. And then I add again. And then I was total in like 11 micros here on this trade. Usually not how much I'd usually be risking, but it was so bread and butter, so simple. That I was willing to add on that position. But there's not really too much if like to go about this video. It's just like trading price action like this. Number one, I've noticed and I've realized to just be patient. Continue being patient. Continue understanding that price is going to do what it wants to do regardless. Just simply be a reactor, react off of what his price is giving me. So I didn't want to try to guess. I simply was just an observer today, reacted based off what he was giving me. I wasn't scared to scale into my position, which I did, which is a part of my plan. Scale into the position if the position is good. And that's what I did. We banked 429 across one account so far on my Express. So this is real bread. We're on the way to that payout. And then after getting that payout, I plan on just scaling more accounts with that payout money. And then it's only up from there. But yeah, that was the setup that I took today. If you didn't make any money today, is good as long as you were able to stick to your rules. But if you did, I don't blame you. Look at the move here. And I mean, anybody and their mother could have literally just caught some type of something. There was some model within somewhere in here in order to target. Like anybody who like longed within here just simply had no discipline because there's no retrace. But I mean, bro, as soon as we created a 5-minute imbalance and tapped into this, I was longing up to these highs because remember, we move like this. Price doesn't just move like this. We don't just go straight up. We have to create an uptrend. We have to create higher highs and higher lows. So it's just like we have to move lower in order to move higher when we're in an uptrend, and we have to move higher in order to move lower when we're in a downtrend. So like, I'm not looking for us to go straight up. No, I'm looking us for do this. Come down, feel inefficiency, continue higher. Come down, feel inefficiency, continue higher. Come down, feel inefficiency, continue higher. That's how the market moves. These are imbalances through here that we're filling. Just filling, continuing higher. Filling, continuing higher. That's literally all we're doing. Filling imbalances and continuing higher. That's how we move. We need to go low in order to move higher. So I knew that was the retrace I needed, longed up there, and that is the setup that I took today. Yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all updated. We're closing in the end of the week tomorrow. It is going to be Friday. See what I can take. I will be on a trip next week. I'm gonna be going to Florida, so I probably won't do any trade recaps. I'm still gonna be trading within there, but I'm not gonna get any trade recaps done within that. But I will hit. Matter of fact, I might do a vlog while I'm there. We'll see. I will hit y'all boys up. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm gonna hit y'all. Stay safe. Love y'all boys, man. Peace.